Hello and welcome back to the Forgotten City. Last time we had a very eventful episode. We met Kabaj down in the catacombs, we fought zombies, we found out who is responsible for all of this, or at least we assume so, and it seems to be the good old Pluto. But she
Salve, friend.
Hey. But at the same time, we still have to figure out a bunch of stuff. So let's talk to some more people. First, I want to talk to the baker, because I don't think we haven't really had a chance to do that. And then we have to talk to Maliolos.
Salve and welcome.
Livia.
Need something?
Tell me about your story, Fabia.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
How did you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river.
Now you died.
Suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Sorry to hear that.
It's nice of you to say, but you should save your sympathy. Lots of people here need it more than I do.
You know a way out of here.
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
That's fair enough. We also got already 2 of the plaques that we need to bring back to the obelisk. We got the Egyptian one and the Assyrian one. So, what do you think about the Golden Rule?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
I like your optimism.
Thanks. And I like your teeth. They're so white. And your clothes. Oh, I bet my friend Georgius would like to get a look at you. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the Golden Rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
All right, I'll be going now.
Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Now, I also need to talk to Georgius about the Greek flag, I think.
May Apollo keep you safe.
But I first wanted to talk to Livia, since now that she seemed to know a little bit more about the whole scenario here. So let's run back. I think she may be here, yes.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
I figured it out. I know where we are.
Say it. Speak its name.
The underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
You were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the Metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid. He gives such an uncanny description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
Sure.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, and still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice, and now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
I think I should rest.
Get some rest. Oh, everyone is meeting up here.
Don't you just love springtime?
Various. Lead Resolve, Pandora's Ball. Stesius is here. Now, let me see what we have in terms of leads. Figure out what happened to Centilla. Think. Yeah, we need to talk to Ulpius more. Find a way into the palace. I haven't figured that out. Water under the bridge. Find a creative way into the upper cistern. Duty's key to the upper cistern by releasing him from prison. Duty said he'll give me his key to the upper cistern if I get him released from prison. Yeah, for that we need the treatment. I think that is connected, yeah. Figured out how to make Malleolus drop out of the election. We still have to talk to Malleolus. Because he might be the Quintius that the assassin was looking for. So maybe we'll do that. Not sure when or if the time loop restarts on its own. We haven't really encountered that. Let's see. Thing that we have a key now.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply...
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well?
Oh, kind of.
What do you want?
So you are Quintius. Ha!
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else.
You have one green eye and one blue eye, just like the description in this execution order from Emperor Nero.
You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes. And I'm hardly the only person with the condition. Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more.
Apparently Quintius also suffers from delusions of grandeur.
Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as today's election will firmly establish. Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
We need more proof. Any idea where I'd find the Roman plaque?
Look, if I had a Roman plaque in my possession, I'd be happy to sell it to you, but I don't, so I can't.
Fair enough.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Potentially. Now he's leaving his place there. I haven't really seen that before. Where is he going? Can we talk to the lady again? Maybe she has some more information. Oh, she was pretty rude last time. Hey, Gloria.
You're not supposed to be in here.
I know, where do you keep your valuables?
Domitius, come quickly. We're being robbed. This is outrageous.
What is this joke? Damn it. So that was not the way to convince her, turns out. Yeah, this is all caved in. Bit of Ulpius. Did a little oopsius. Okay, so it's only the Roman plaque and the Greek one. Let's see what else we still have here. No. Find evidence linking Meliodas to the name Quintius. How to get Galerius elected magistrate. Right, we need to talk to Galerius. The Ulpius from killing himself. Find the Roman plaque. Ask Rufius about the Roman plaque. Then we need to talk to Georgius. Okay. Then we have here time paradox. 4 stolen plaques. Listen to the whispers. Okay. Now, there was also the whole. Oh, I haven't seen this. Danger, do not enter. Did we go in there? Maybe.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
I know about your creature, don't worry about me.
Well, it's your funeral.
That's safe though. Okay. There might be more zombies. Something else, but we have to get into the Oh, yep.
Help me.
Oh, he said help me. Is that the only one? Okay. These might be done if only they could support my weight. I wonder if I could use these. We saw them in a different place as well. If I had a different starting class. Or if I were not an archaeologist. This is a little creepy. Lunar pendant. A lunar pendant. There's a Latin inscription on the back which reads Send Dia Death. I don't know what that means. One pouch. I know what that means. Hey. I'll take it. A little bit nervous. Want to be ambushed by one of these golden zombies. Crushed creature. Human-like creatures better than gold appears to have been crushed to death while entering the cistern. But I can't do anything here. More coin. Is that the only thing that I can do here? Okay, so I guess nothing else down here, unless I'm missing something. Can't use those vines, it seems. Only they could support my weight. Golden statue. More golden statues. I don't think I can do anything here. At least not right now. Take care of the creature though, so maybe that'll help with something. Didn't die, and we found some gold and arrows, which also is useful. Let's talk to him about the creature, maybe.
What now?
No, there's nothing to say about the creature.
Just remember, I'll be watching.
Okay, let's get back to the main group here. We talked to a couple.
Galerius.
Horatius. Looking a
Dr.
bit troubled
Rufius.
there.
Name's Rufius.
Still no sign of
Better
Sentinel.
watch your step.
And I haven't slept right in 3 weeks.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Any idea where I'd find the
From what I
Roman
hear,
plaque?
No idea what you're talking about.
Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't
think you're
supposed to
lying.
worry about
And
things
I
you
think
can't
you're
control.
an imbecile
Yeah,
if you
but
think that's going to work
I
on
keep
me.
thinking, what if there is something I can do?
Beautiful.
What if she's out there somewhere suffering, waiting to be found?
Sounds like you're torturing yourself. Leave that for the gods. Try to relax, get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
I suppose you're right.
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked.
Alright,
and
we haven't talked to him.
it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
You'd never believe me if I told you.
Oh, come on. I just did as you asked. The least you can do is level with me. I'll keep it between us. I promise.
Reliving the same day over and over.
You're toying with me, right?
Well, you ask.
Wait, you're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
Like Sisyphus, how so?
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again, for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, Now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Bellides had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
Right, yeah. Go on.
Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
Thanks, Galerius. You're a good man, Galerius.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
All right.
I saw you slide down that rope before. Very impressive. And strange, too, since that device you used is exactly the same as one I've been working on for weeks. Oh, of course. It's because I already gave it to you in a previous time loop, isn't it?
He gets
anyway,
it.
I'm sorry to ask, but is there any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor?
I already delivered a flower to Akito on your behalf.
What? How did you know? Oh, I see. We talked about it in a previous loop, didn't we? Well, what did she say?
She knew it was from you. She asked me to tell you that once she turns 36, she's allowed to marry and that she loves you too.
Venus, that is the best news I've ever heard in my life. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea how happy you've made me. I wish there was something I could do to thank you properly, but I don't have much to offer you. All I can do is tell you where there's a secret stash of coins you might be interested in.
Don't worry about it, I don't need anything from
Thank you, friend. But I'd feel bad if I didn't tell you anyway. In the rock tunnel, near the stairs, there's a little doorway set into the rock. Inside, if you look carefully, you can see a chest. Unfortunately, one of those golden huntress statues is blocking the path, and I'm not game to move it. If you can figure out how to get past it, I reckon there might be a small fortune waiting for you. I hope that helps in some way.
Yeah, we'll see. Ever thought about running for magistrate yourself?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
I don't think Malleolus is going to help Dooley.
And how could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
You're right, never mind.
All right, friend. Hope you find a way to break that cycle you're in.
Episode 2. Episode 2.
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
I do want to check. So we have almost 2,000. We need 2,000 for opiates, right? So do we still have... We do still have the Sylphian resin. I was wondering about that. So we can save Yulia next time. Quite dark here. You need some extra money, that's for sure. Just take the wine. I mean, I don't think there's any harm in taking more wine. Oh. Of that here. Oops. And this leads to, but here I could support my weight. I don't quite get what I would be able to do about that. Alright, we should have enough gold that in the next time loop we might be able to pick up one of the stashes to pay for Ulpius. Yeah, we'll pick that one. Okay. Checking if there's anything else here. Oh, Virgil. Doing push-ups.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome. I hear.
Okay.
Nice to talk.
Don't think there's anything. Pick some goose eggs. Obviously, this will reset at some point. Question just is when and how. I don't want to trigger it on purpose, although I do have a few ideas on what to do once we reset again. And I'm checking some of the paths that I haven't traveled much right now. Can I jump? Makes sense to jump down here? Probably not. Don't want to get stuck. Oh. Okay, now we have enough money. Which is good. Okay, so we would be able to save Yulia and Ulpius, which should help us. Actually, I want to go back. I'm quite sure how we would. Free the guy who's in the cell, because I think that would open up something this time. Uh-oh. Really get back there. I don't want to participate. I don't participate, but at least attend. I think this is the shortest way. I would assume it will happen in the forum, right? Before I go, I wanted to check if maybe she leaves her room now. She's not eligible to vote, so... Oh, still there.
Get out before I have Demetrius throw you out.
Yeah. Okay, this is...
Hello? Hello?
Let's talk about your treasure.
My friend Hannibal used to look after me.
Oh, he already told me that.
He gave all our... No. Hannibal...
No, we won't get to it.
You're mean.
Didn't want to say that, but... Okay, all locked. Okay.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Sendius.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus. That's more like it.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom
Let's
you
observe
deserve.
this whole election thing.
No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius, here and now for your entertainment.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait. I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Impossible.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
No!
Damn it.
I don't want to go to Tartarus.
Wanted to save him. Hopefully I can get out in time still. Oof. Okay. So I think what we will do now is save Julia and Ulpius and go from there.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
Oh.
Yeah,
that's...
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the...
Yes, that's it.
I'll go.
I will go to Julia myself. Grumble. Sophie. Oh.
What are you? She need. What, Julia? Hopefully, that was.
Yep.
Look, that you just and me in the meantime.
Right.
That's.
Let's just hurry up here. Come on. Why can't I talk to her? Maybe I can just go back. I mean, she is saved. So we know what she will say from the last loop. So let's just run up. I hope so. Need all the help I can get. I assume is Proserpina. Okay, run, run, run. Still up there, so we should be in time for now. Maybe when we save and we can learn more about Centilla.
Salve, friend.
Don't have
Welcome
time.
All right.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Let's go. Save him.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get...
That's the...
What?
Why do you think...
I know. Please.
I'm sorry.
Please, help him.
I don't talk to him. That's what I'm here for.
You know about that? How
Go
is
through the
that possible?
dialogue again?
I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone. Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over. It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning. If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her. I can't do that.
Boris saved Yulia's life.
Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
I do.
Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then?
No, you'll be free.
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers?
Of course.
It seems today we're both blessed. This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed.
Here's your money.
Thank you. I'll go and pay off our debts immediately. I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back.
I need information.
I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Can we talk in the meantime?
What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never forget it. I'm thankful that you're here.
Maybe she knows something about the Roman plague as well, yeah.
Even if I had seen it, and I'm not saying I have, I couldn't in good conscience give it to you. That's all I'll say.
Perhaps the magistrate would like to know about your
What you're
beliefs.
doing is disgusting, and it's not going to work. Shame on you.
Okay. Fair enough.
Ah, that's a shame. Another time, then.
He's very forgiving, though. All up to me, yeah, I know. Great temple door. We have this entire garden. I don't really know. There's the secret entrance, but I think for that we need Dooley's key.
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Ah, that I hope too. Let's take the money if we need some more at some point. It just get burned. How do I get inside? Oh. I want to talk to you, but
Be careful who you trust.
Oh, there's Julia. Can we talk to her some more?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest. You mean my life story?
Let's hear about it.
Well,
why not?
I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters. Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I consider myself fortunate. At least I'm still alive.
You know a way out of here?
If that's your idea of a joke, it's not funny. Go away.
Fair enough. That was... As soon as I said it, I realized that that was a little insensitive. Now I need to find Ulpius again.
Thank you.
Here?
Thank you. I am delighted and...
It seemed that way. He's my best lead, I guess. Also trying to get Julie
May
out
Apollo keep you safe.
Out of the cell. He's in a great mood. Oh, I wonder where he is.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, we have not.
Bye-bye.
I don't know how to get you out of here, buddy. Maybe now that we've seen what happens at the election, maybe we can convince... yeah. Oh, that is, yeah, there he is.
Shalom.
Can we talk about Scintilla?
Scintilla and I were in love. And then, 22 days ago, she went missing.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolis's villa, I heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof. just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her. Standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa, I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her. And from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew I'd have done anything for her. And so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here. Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was.
Is it possible she escaped somehow?
All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. And there's no way anybody could have killed her under the Golden Rule. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened?
Any ideas who might have taken her?
My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known. I have no idea where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked. I've never seen the inside of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the Golden Rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things.
I mean, yeah, there's no sign of Scintilla.
Really? I was sure he was hiding something in there. I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get to. There are still two places I've never been able to reach. First, the palace. If Navia managed to get in, then I suppose Scintilla could have too. The only other place she could be is somewhere in the cistern network. I remember hearing that Dooley had been poking around in the upper cistern before he was locked up. So you could ask him about it, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Anything else before we
Shalom.
Leave you? What's your story?
You mean where am I from and all that? Judea, originally. But when I was a child, I moved to Rome with my family, Romanized my name and spent most of my life in the Jewish district of Trans-Tiberim, across the Tiber from the main city. That's where I was when the fires broke out. Everyone was running toward the river and I, listening to my inner contrarian, ran the other way. Every road leading out of Rome was in chaos, full of people with all their belongings in carts and brigands preying on them. Several hours down the Appian Way, I saw another Jewish family being attacked by 3 opportunists. So I picked up a branch from the side of the road and went to defend them. I can only assume they got the better of me because the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a forest, by a river not far from here, with no memory of how I got there. It's strange though, because I still had my purse on me. Why would a robber knock me unconscious and throw me in a river, but not take my coins?
Good on you for risking your life.
A lot of good it did me. And that family. I sometimes wonder what happened to them.
Let's not ask him for the own rule. Who are you going to vote for?
Sentius, I suppose. I'd have to be insane to vote for Malleolus after what he did to me.
Fair enough. What do you think about the golden rule?
Well, neither of us have a couple of hours to stand around talking about theology, law, and collective punishment, so I guess you're looking for a pithy summary? You remind me of an old story from my people about Hillel the Elder. he was approached by a Gentile and asked to explain the entire Torah while he stood on one foot. Obliging, he replied, "What is hateful to you, do not do to another. That is the whole Torah. The rest is commentary. Go and learn." Of course, what I want to know is, what kind of a god sees a young woman abducted and does nothing about it? Not my god. That's for sure.
I mean, we don't know if she was abducted for sure.
Maybe you don't. I feel it in my bones.
Fair enough. Any more ideas?
I feel like I've looked everywhere. At least everywhere I could get. First, the only I remember. All right, friend.
All right. So we need to get Dooley out of there somehow. Where's Gregarious? Is he at his farm? Probably at this time of day. Maybe we can convince him that
Cerberus lifts his trip.
now that we've seen what Malleola's plan is, to kind of be like, hey, you shouldn't trust him, so we need to do something about your friend Dooley before Malleola's gets elected.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
Not sure what we would do, but no, good idea. Oh, there he is.
Salve again, friend. How is... You're a Sisyphus. Sisyphus.
Let's go through that so he knows about our time travel abilities. Oh.
Anyway, so...
Be good, Mangalaris.
Now. Oh, and...
But we have things to talk about. As you turn.
I saw you slide down that rope before. There and
yep.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, I already did.
What? How did you? Oh. Thank you. In the rope. If you could.
Okay, maybe not.
I've bounced the idea around, but from maybe that's not so.
Okay, if Malleola surrounds, he's going to break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you? Oh,
yep.
Wait. You've seen it in another time loop, haven't you? Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses. Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him. Deal?
Alright. For that, we probably have to find some evidence. Can we talk? Maybe Opis knows something about that?
Shalom. All right, friend.
Yeah, the issue with that is now that we need to figure out how to get into the upper system, get Dooley's key to the upper system by releasing him from prison. A creative way. Yeah, I don't know. The issue is that I don't know how to free Dooley. And the other thing with Malleolus is that I need to find proof that he is Ringtius.
We're finally alone.
I would assume.
I assume you already know who I...
Yep.
Is that a... look, now.
I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What exactly did he do?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, The law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else? Of course. What is it?
I want to figure out how to stop at least one person from breaking it. What happens now?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this. If you do anything to change the course of history in such a way that your very being here is impossible, you will have created a paradox. To illustrate, when the golden rule is broken, I will open the doorway that will bring you here to prevent it from being broken. If you manage to succeed in saving our lives, then I will have no reason to open the doorway, and you will never have come here. A paradox, you see? The same thing would happen if
What if we tell the assassin that we know
allowed me to die? If I can't summon you,
Malleolus
then
is
you can't be
Quintius.
here, obviously.
Maybe he
if
then
either
kills
of those things were to
Quintius,
happen, I am given to understand you would
and
be
we can
flung
like
back to
loot the
your
body
original
and find
time,
something
having
like that.
changed the course of history for us and yourself. So the fact that you are still here means someone is going to break the golden rule, and there is yet work to do. Understand?
I think so.
Excellent. So it looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Of course.
I think I know who it is.
Why do you say that?
When he wins the election, he's going to convict you of treason and sentence you to death.
What? That's... I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time, and may Swada, goddess of persuasion, go with you.
Yeah, I can.
You mean to say you've tried every non-lethal measure you can?
Perhaps not everything.
Well then, perhaps you'd better keep trying. Good, thank you.
Well, this will be quite difficult, but we will figure something out next time in the next episode of The Forgotten City. So thank you everyone for watching today's, and if you enjoyed it, please give the video a like, maybe consider subscribing to the channel, share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. It all helps me out a whole bunch. We'll bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more The Forgotten City very soon. Until then, have a great time.